recession or even worse. Watch this Trump regime official glitch on live TV. Play this clip.
And so financial markets are forward-looking. They'll start to realize that. CEOs are forward-looking. They'll start to realize that also. So is there volatility in the short run? Absolutely. Is a recession possible? Well, it's not my base case, but making predictions is difficult for anyone.
So you ever go through your bank statement and you think like, what the hell? Am I still paying for this? That was me a few weeks ago before I signed up for Rocket Money. And I got to say, this app is a game changer. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I opened it up and bam, there were 3 subscriptions I hadn't used in months. Rocket Money helped me cancel them in just a few taps. No phone calls, no email chains, just done. It also sends me alerts if a bill goes up and helps me keep a monthly budget. The dashboard makes it easy to see exactly where my money is going. And with their new goals feature, I'm automatically setting money aside for the things I actually want to spend money on. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter my show name, the Midas Touch Podcast, in the survey so that they know I sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from us.
Back to Attorney General Pam Bondi here. She goes, every liberal journalist who called Abrego Garcia a Maryland man should be bowing down and apologizing to the Trump regime right now. Here, play this clip.
El Salvador, he is sitting in a prison, and every American should be thanking President Trump tonight, and every liberal journalist who has called him a Maryland man and saying he was rightfully in this country should be apologizing tonight to President Trump.
Can we just cut to the chase right here? Here's the file for Abrego Garcia. You see it says no criminal history, no criminal charge. So you could keep defaming this guy. Look, I want to give the facts. One of the facts were in 2019, a cop who was disgraced, who ended up pleading guilty to exchanging favors for like a sex worker and giving private data and like pled guilty. This was an individual who claimed he had a confidential informant who told him that Abrego was a gang member from the Westerners in Long Island, which Abrego Garcia never lived in Long Island, so it never made sense. That's when they say, oh, he was a gang member. He was a gang member. It was based on a disgraced cop who ended up like pleading guilty to like giving like confidential information to like a sex worker for favors. That's who that comes from, by the way. And then, okay, if ultimately you say that he is a bad guy, then you do due process, and then you can deport him. Like the 2019 judge said, just not to El Salvador where he's going to be killed. We're a nation of law and order. You go through a process. You can have an outcome. You put forward evidence. That's the way our system works. So what else did the state regime media want to do yesterday? Here, their hosts, one of them, Earnhardt, she's married to Hannity. She was there. This like other host was like eating bananas off the floor. And then they talked about how Pete Hegseth, now the defense secretary, when he worked at Fox, he would take cream cheese bagels off the floor and smear it on his face and then eat dirty bagels. Yeah, this is what they talk about on Fox, eating dirty bagels. Play this clip.
And survive in the world because there's germs everywhere. Joe?
Let's put it to the test, shall we?
Oh, no!
A banana from the green room. There it goes.
No!
1, 2, 3,
Stop. No, but that's
Are you going to eat it?
There is so much junk on this. No, please.
You work her every day. Don't they vacuum this thing?
No, but look, the bottom of our shoes walk around New York City. No. Okay, should we go ahead and call out sick for him next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get a doctor. See, that is the wrong consistency. I'm going to be really honest.
I think I'm going to go now.
This guy is definitely auditioning for the Pete Hegseth seat.
Yes. Pete Hegseth would drop. Okay, Pete Hegseth would have a bagel with cream cheese. He would drop it. It would land upside down, the cream cheese on the floor, and he would pick it up. I'm like, wait, is there any hair on there?
Oh, no.
It is so gross. And he would just pop it in his mouth.
There's also a rumor that Pete did not wash his hands after
he said that one time on air. Yeah.
Really? In every scenario, he wouldn't wash his hands?
He's like an army guy. You know, he's tough.
Tough is one thing, but...
I bet you thought that They're like, come on, Ben. What do you mean? He eats dirty bagels off the floor. That's what they do at Fox. And that's what they're talking about. I don't know. I could think about some other important things that we should be talking about today, but that's the weird dystopian world that Fox creates. It's all a game, to them, and a gross game at it as well. Here, Donald Trump, as part of this Fox interview, talks about, I watch people in the Capitol. Our people don't carry ropes on theirs. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. Here, play this clip.
It's amazing when they don't give you the information. When they don't, they're not on the right. The pipe bomber is not a person on the right. It's a person on the left. Okay. And when I watch some of those people in the Capitol, our people don't carry ropes on their side and, this and that. Our people aren't scaling.
Are you going to get to the bottom of it? People,
well, we're going to try. Yeah, we're going to try. And hey, look. The Unselect Committee of Political Thugs, these horrible people, Democrats and two of the worst Republicans in history, crying Adam and Liz Cheney, two of the worst. They are just sick people.
Then Fox brings on Sean Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation, who got his start on the Real World Road Rules Challenge. And here he attacks air traffic controllers for retiring after 25 years. He goes, why do they retire so early? Here, play this clip.
We have too many controllers that retire after 25 years of service. And so we have to look and go, is this a national security issue? Is this a safety issue? And should these air traffic controllers be retiring after 25 years of service? Should we have another calculation that happens because of the national security component of our airspace? That's something that we're looking at with the administration, because again, the only way you actually can build these numbers, if you add 2,000 people into the system and you don't have 2,000 people who leave the system, that's the only way the numbers work. So it's going to be a broader conversation, but we're going to focus on it. And again, air travel is the safest mode of transportation in the country. You can't travel anywhere safer than on an airplane. A lot of news coverage about crashes now, but again, we're working our hearts out to make sure everything is safe. More air traffic controllers, and we have a better air traffic control system, new investments. And again, it's going to take us time to undo what wasn't done over the last 4 years, Stuart.
Really? Because it's a pretty stressful job. What is their attack? These rich people, hate Americans retiring. They hate American Social Security. They hate people. They hate life. Life isn't all about these air traffic controllers who work 25 years in a very stressful job. You don't think they should retire after 25 years while these billionaires are getting all the benefits in the world? It's so effed up. That's how you. So anyway, here you have Sean Duffy on pulling EV charging stations. Play this clip.
Not only that, they put charging stations into this project, Stuart. We pulled those charging stations out, and what we've done across the grants that we give, I'm not doing green. I'm not doing social justice. We're building infrastructure. The last administration wanted all these green and social justice requirements that drive up the cost of projects. We've said no more. We're doing roads, bridges, this infrastructure at the southern border. But enough of the side projects. Make the investments, spend the taxpayer money well. Enough of the green, enough of the social justice. And so I think we're going to get more for the taxpayer money because we're focused the cash on infrastructure, not on social policy or Democrat liberal policy.
Show you this other piece right here where in the Fox interview with Pam Bondi, this is why they're state regime media, because they're inextricably intertwined with the regime, the Trump authoritarian regime. Here they are encouraging Pam Bondi to criminally prosecute New York Attorney General Letitia James after Donald Trump's investigators have recommended to Pam Bondi that the New York Attorney General face criminal prosecution. Here, play this clip.
I want to squeeze in one more topic. There's news here in New York that deals with Letitia James, who tried to prosecute the now President Trump in his second term. I just want to read a couple of things. Criminal referral, then a response from James's office here in New York. James, for both properties listed above, this deals with real estate now, going back decades, really, appears to have falsified records in order to meet certain lending requirements and receive favorable loan terms. All right. Her office responded by saying the AG James is focused every single day on protecting New Yorkers. Specialist administration weaponizes the federal government against the rule of law and the Constitution. She will not be intimidated by bullies, no matter who they are. The issue here is what property she owned and whether or not she owned it, whether or not she was married, and whether or not her father was involved in all this. Without going into the weeds of the details, this stems from a case in 1983 and the year 2000. That's a minimum of 25 years. Someone had to do